Welcome back, friends and family. Today, Lowrider magazine, September 1989. On the cover, we see one of many versions of Joe Ray's, later known as the Las Vegas Lowrider. I tried to find a photo and put it in that corner up here. And rumor is, so before it became the Las Vegas Lowrider, it was known as the Hollywood Lowrider. And after Joe Ray won with this car, he took it back to his painter to redo it. And the painter at the time said, hell no, we put so much work in this thing, it should stay the way it is. And I think, and I always say that, I wish that Joe Ray, instead of building one car in so many different versions, he would just had gotten like 4 different cars. Lincoln Mark V's, I know at the time they still were like pretty new and pretty pricey, but it would have been cool to see like each version, and that he would have kept like every version and how it was, because I think that the Hollywood Lowrider also was like really cool at the time. There was another car with all those photos in the paint. It was the Michael Jackson Lowrider, and I think that's still around and it looks awesome. It's a Ford and it looks pretty cool. Maybe I find a photo and put it over here. I'm just like, I'm all excited about my new editing tool, and I hope you guys like it too. But before we start with this, you maybe want to watch my other video that I just go through my videos, or I post a link in the description. And I already featured that car, the first version, and it was called Dress to Kill. And it was on the cover as well in March 81, and that's the same car, and I think it was so nice inside. It's just classic, you know, I don't know. So this thing later became the Las Vegas Lowrider. And yeah, back to the rumor. I don't know if it's true, but Joe Ray was at his painter, and he said he wants to redo the car. The painter said no. Joe Ray took a screwdriver, I think that's what it was, and scratched the whole car. So they had to repaint it, and then it later became the Las Vegas Lowrider, which I think is a little bit sad. Again, I like this version, and I also liked the earlier version. But okay, let's get this started, okay? We also have the San Francisco Super Show and info about the LA Super Show. Just check this out, I love this thing. You know what's also really tricky? That never crossed my mind, because this version was called Dress to Kill, and actually Joe Ray, the owner of this car, then before this came out, he built the Dress to Kill car, and the Dress to Kill car came out, it was a Buick Rivera, and it came out, I think it was on the cover of Lowrider magazine November 82, so it was like a year after this came out, and he already renamed that car, I think. So I don't know, but I'm gonna feature the Dress to Kill car, the Rivera, as we all know from Corvette Summer, in another video, okay? So I'm gonna go more in deep with that car, because I think I really love that car too, and I wish that Lowrider magazine would do, or like Joe Ray would do, a whole book about only those cars, because I think no matter what you think about Joe Ray, if you hate him or not, I know they call him like the dictator or something of lifestyle, and yeah, I don't know, but like overall he built pretty wild and cool cars. So anyhow, let's get this started. So here you have what's going on in this issue. Ooh, girls speak up. Oh my god, already? So there we have a Nissan Sentra. Is this the thing that, what's his name, Kelly Boy is building at the moment? I think it's at Hoppos, but maybe that's not a Nissan. I don't know. Those things all look the same, but the rims are pretty cool. And the tire combo, that looks cool. Ladylike. I don't know, and never really got into Euros. Wow, but look at that Porsche. Yeah, I say Porsche, I'm German. Pretty cool. Wow, those Fuchs rims. Cool. Really cool. Nice 39. Nice bump. Wow, that thing looks pretty cool. It almost reminds me of that Charles Clayton car. He had a caddy that was really wild with the paint. More mini trucks on IROX. I mean, the car itself, it looks pretty clean. Wow, and has a massive moonroof. Cool. Nice panel. Wow, look at those hyenas. Okay, wow, so we have a hopper, Richie Rich on the switch. Another panel. Those are 15s, I guess, huh? They look pretty big. Crazy. That 58 looks nice. That shirt would be cool to have. Nice Monte. Nice Corvette, glass house. Wow. It's really cool to see a bus like that, like the whole safari thing going on with, I don't know how many windows those have, 25? I don't know. But like not restored. I really like that California style. This looks cool. Really cool looking paint. Susie car. Nice bug. So that's the San Francisco Super Show. There we have a BMW. That's an M5, or is it an E28? Wild. Oh, that's this thing. I featured that, I think, in a very old video that I posted, and that is a stick shift car, and he took it all over the place. There's a whole story about this car where he took it down to Mexico and was driving all over Baja California. Really cool car. We have another Porsche. Crazy, you know, like for me, cool. Cutlass looks awesome, and that truck looks cool. Wow, monster truck. So I don't know, like I'm like a 90s kid or whatever, so I grew up with all the 90s lowrider magazines, and I know there were like many like Euros and many mini trucks and all those things in those magazines, but to me, like in the 2000s, it always was so weird to see like new cars. But actually, if you look back into those magazines, they already had like at lowrider shows like a Porsche, and this thing looks pretty new to me. You know, this is from 89, and I bet you this is like a 86, 87, 88 Porsche. And here '89, brand new. So crazy. Oh man, that bug looks cool. Okay, Lowrider of the month, Joe Ray's Hollywood Lowrider. There you can pause that if you want to read through that. Yeah, and here it says, no, so this car in the first version was called Dress to Kill, and then later he named the Rivera Dress to Kill, and then it was Pink Floyd, the same. So this I think is version number 3 already, and the Las Vegas Lowrider, I'm gonna post a picture maybe there, is version number 4. Same with like that Rivera Dress to Kill. I think that car also had 3 versions, because there's the early version that we all saw in Corvette Summer, and then there's the later version with those headlight covers, and a couple of things are different. And I also think that the, I don't know what you call this in Hollywood, top or whatever it's called, that he had 2 versions on the roof too, because the later version it swipes in. But I'm gonna talk about that in a different episode, okay? So just wait. Maybe you want to hit that subscribe button, and like pretty soon I'm gonna feature that, okay? So here you see the inside. Crazy cool paint job. Yeah, see later he cut all of that out. It's just insane how much work he put in those cars. Crazy. I love that. Really cool. So here you have the whole story if you want to pause that. I do like a half and half, so you can read through that. But really nice car, and I wish he would just build like another Mark V into the Las Vegas Lowrider, because this thing is just awesome. Really awesome. Okay, wow. Nice square body truck. Looks good with everything painted, and those graphics. Looks cool. Oh, with lowering blocks. That's pretty cool. I also have the issue where this was featured, and it's a really nice car. I think that this guy Gary Seed was painting that, and later he was all over Facebook and stuff, and like built really cool model kits and stuff. But sadly, I don't know why he's not posting anything anymore. Nice Alco, nice Mercury. Really cool. Beauty Rivera. A true legend. He really built really cool cars. I think that this thing was for sale recently. I think it's like crazy orange or something, and it was for sale maybe last year, so maybe in 2020 or 2019 this thing was for sale, but I think it did not sell, which I think it's sad, because it's like a very iconic car. Wow, beautiful 58 Chevy Impala. I wonder if that's, yeah, that looks like a small block, but nice on the inside. those lifted mini trucks always remind me, like one of my favorite Columbo episodes is where those high school students or whatever those are, he has a lifted mini truck, and out of the scoop here, he bought everything at Radio Shack back in the day, I guess. He shot his professor in the parking lot, or like in the parking structure, and of course Columbo found out and solved the case. Professionals, nice clean setup. Wow, that roof looks nice. Sometimes I wish I don't get it with like older American, like of course I get it if it's like from the 1950s or 60s or 70s, but like later, you know, still in like the 2000s, Lowrider magazine had pages that were black and white, and I always thought it's kind of lame, you know. You want to see all the colors and everything. Some mail-ins. Ruben Garcia. Nice 60 Impala. Nice. That's not a 67. What is it? That looks like a 70 or a 70 sports spec. But I don't know. That looks cool. That looks cool, that old. Wow. That Pontiac looks cool. I really miss seeing like cars like this. Nowadays it's just Chevys, it's just G-bodies, and then it's like, you know, everything from 55 to 68 or whatever. But there were so many cool GM cars and so many cool Fords, you know, all the Mike Pickle, awesome, really awesome. All the bump lineup, Dukes, really cool. Really good airbrush artist. Today you have your love lines. Let me know if you at the time were like one of those people, or maybe you send a love line to Lowrider magazine to have it featured. That really would be interesting. I just wonder, you know, what's behind of that, you know, what's behind. Yeah, this, like my husband Pat from Debbie, are they still together? Were they into lowriders? I don't know. Recently I was reading a Lowrider magazine from 78, or I think 78, and I was reading a letter from Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top, and he said they were somewhere at like San Antonio or something at the Lowrider show, and he liked it, the band loved it, everything was cool, and he's a car guy, but nowadays you only see him as like a hot rod guy. Like even I know that Jimmy Shine and that weird guy like built him an Elko that looks just, I don't know, not so cool, I think. But it's cool to see that he was not only into hot rods, he also was into lowriders. And of course he has that really cool, what is that, like a 62? I should feature that too. I have that in a Road and Custom, I think. Okay, so hope you like my video. If you like it, hit the like and the subscribe and whatever. And see you in the next one, okay? Have a nice day.